You're watching MVBN, the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Playoff Baseball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dotson House Moving and Remodeling. And we have a sponsor for the pregame show. I'm going to turn it over to my sidekick, Jeff, for the leader.
Lone Star Towing. Tonight's pregame is brought to you by Lone Star Towing. Towing is in the name, but let me tell you, they also buy junk, wrecked, and abandoned vehicles. Lone Star Towing will be sure to get you set up with any of your towing needs, as well as purchasing those wrecked junk and abandoned vehicles. Alec, the owner, is an MV alumni graduating class of 2007, so if you got something like that going on, give Alec a call, and we sure do appreciate Alec jumping in this year and being a pregame sponsor for baseball and softball games. Maury?
And Jeff, for the home team, Cedar Park Timberwolves, they're a home team.
Yeah, and we're going to have a short pregame because they're about to get started.
They're fixing to get ready. I don't think it's going to be a national anthem. I'm not sure because they continue game over.
Well, they're lining up like there will be. Okay. And just to explain a little bit, they got last night in game one with the T-Wolves leading 10-1 in the sixth inning. That's when that storm came through here, and they suspended the game, and they finished it just a little bit earlier as the T-Wolves did hold off the Panthers in 7, and they won 10-1 in game one, and now we're about to start game two. We are into the national anthem, so we're going to go ahead and take a break and come back with starting lineups and some playoff baseball after these messages.
Dotson House Moving and Construction is a fourth-generation company operated by the same family for over 75 years. We do turnkey work from moving your structure, setting the foundation, and all your construction needs. Aluminum decking, concrete work, canopies, and any other need to make your project operational. From moving to construction, large or small, Dotson House Moving and Construction does it all. Located at 12939 Southwest Loop 410 in San Antonio. Give us a call at 210-628-1459.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dotson House Moving and Construction Company. For the Panthers, leading off and playing second base, Dusty Davis. In the number 2 hole, playing third base, Wesley Stevens. Batting third, the right fielder, Manny Ramirez. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Warren Stevens. He will be batting for the pitcher, Noah Magdalenas. In the number 5 spot and behind the plate for the Panthers, J.D. Blair. Playing shortstop and batting sixth for the Panthers, Michael Newton. Batting seventh and playing first base, Ryan Marty. Batting eighth and playing left field, Jaden Krieger. And in center field and batting ninth, Gavin Rips. And just a reminder, it is audio only once again. So we're going to try to use one of Bob Ross's paintbrushes and paint you a pretty picture of how everything is going.
Oh, there's your first one of the night.
This evening.
Good job.
There's a little bitty tree right here, a little cute path, and a little squirrel.
Squirrel?
He loved trees too and little bushes.
Yeah.
For the home team, Timberwolves from Cedar Park, and I failed to mention we are at Smithson Valley, home of the Rangers, for the series. This is game 2. The Panthers dropped the first game 10-1. For the home team, T-Wolves. Cuevas playing third base, and they only gave me last name, so bear with me. Hedges playing shortstop and batting second. Batting third, the left fielder Richardson. Batting fourth and playing first base, Robertson. Batting fifth and at second base, Green. Batting sixth, the DH, Wool. Batting seventh, the right fielder, Cowlishaw. Batting eighth, the pitcher, O'Malley. Batting ninth, Galindo, the center fielder. And behind the plate, doing the catching, Gomez.
Well, Maury, it's our first baseball game of the year for you and I hope it's not our last. So the Panthers have to force a Game 2 victory here with a righty on the mound to force a game tomorrow. Game 3 tomorrow is tentatively scheduled if the Panthers can scratch out a victory. So
I don't think there's any doubt that we won't finish this game tonight because I do not see any rain clouds. The sun is out. It's a beautiful day as Davis takes the first pitch high for ball one. O'Malley in the circle, Gomez behind the plate. The 1-0 pitch. Ball low, 2-0. Robertson at first, Green at second, Cuevas at third, Hedges at short. Galindo in center, flanked and left by Richardson and right, Cowlishaw. The 2-0 pitch from O'Malley. Shot right inside the 5-6 gap for a leadoff single for Dusty Davis.
Well, Maury, the T-Wolves are in all white with green trim, green numbers, and the Panthers with their white pants, black piping down the side, and black tops. Good way to get started. In the last couple of games you and I have done, the Panthers, girls or boys, have not gotten off to great starts. So that's a good start getting Davis on to lead off.
So Wesley Stevens now steps to the plate for the Panthers.
And we were told before the game by a few of my friends here that there's a bunt.
A great bunt by Stevens. Only play is to first base for Cuevas. Sacrifice for Stevens. He'll be retired 5-3 for the put out for out number one. But he advances Davis to second base, so he's only 180 feet away now.
Yeah, and what I was saying is that Cedar Park's number one pitcher, their stud lefty Davis, is hadn't pitched in the last 2 weeks. He just played yesterday was the first time he played, and I believe he's in the 3-hole for him tonight, but he's not playing the field. Didn't he just DHing?
Who is that?
The Davis boy no, he's not in the lineup.
He's not in the lineup.
So something's going on with him, so you're probably not going to see him.
So Manny Ramirez now steps to the plate, takes that pitch and fouls it off down the first base line, 0-1.
I was listening to Jared and Johnny's broadcast last night, and they were talking about how last year he was such a dominant pitcher for the T-Wolves, and doesn't look like you're going to get to see him today.
O'Malley steps off the back of the rubber, now back on. Pitch it from the stretch with the runner at second. Ground ball, great job, but not a ground ball. As the third baseman picks it off right off the grass. Cuevas for the out.
Yeah, line drive, and he goes to his knees and makes that play going glove side. Nice play.
So 2 outs now in the inning. He's going to bring up Warren Stevens, the cleanup batter, and the DH for the Panthers. First pitch, breaking ball, that stays way up.
Yeah, and when you see something like that early, what you want to do is you want to sit on that fastball. You know that he really hadn't shown that he can throw his curveball effectively or any kind of breaking pitch, so jump on that fastball.
The 1-0 pitch, foul back out of play, 1-1.
And I would say this pitcher is probably about 80, 81, 82 miles an hour. I wouldn't go much past that. He's not anything overpowering, so the Panthers should be able to get some good swats at it this evening.
The 1-1 pitch, foul back of the catcher's feet, 1-2.
Looks like that was some kind of little cutter he threw there. He took a little something off of it.
O'Malley working from the first base side of the mound.
And this is Warren Stevens. Looks like he grounded out. Oh, he hit a home run last night. So DH.
The lone run.
Yeah, the lone run was a home run by this young man last night. And thanks to Jared for giving us the scorebook from last night.
The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss for the strikeout. So a leadoff single does not produce any runs as they go down in order after that. After half an inning, we're scoreless. Cedar Park coming to bat. Panther baseball will continue here in just a moment.
Have you ever been in a car accident? Was your car taken to a body shop? Or maybe an impound yard? Perhaps a major repair that's too costly. Even if this happened 2 years ago, Lone Star Towing is interested in buying all junk, wrecked, and abandoned vehicles. The process of getting you paid and that vehicle out of there is quick and easy. Call Lone Star Towing today at 210-777-0585.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dotson House Moving and Construction Company. Magdalena's inside off the bump for the Panthers. J.D. Bear behind the plate. Morty at first, Davis at second, Stevens at third, Newton at short. Rips in center, flanked by Krieger in left and Ramirez in center field. Top three in the batting order for the Timberwolves: Cuevas, Hedges, Richardson. Middle three: Robertson, Green, Well. The bottom three: Kalishaw, O'Malley, and Galindo. Cuevas leads off, plays third base for the Timberwolves. Magdalena's right-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. I got to remember to say that. I'm not having video, so need to paint a picture.
Yeah,
right-handed batter takes that pitch outside for ball one.
Maureen, we've lost the scoreboard. I'm going to try to get it back up for you. Not sure what happened.
Back in the box is Cuevas. Magdalenas works from the windup. The 1-0 pitch just high, 2-0. Kind of chuckling, Jeff, because I can remember this umpire from when my nephews played, and that's been a few years back.
Mm-hmm.
2-0 pitch over first, strike one, 2-1. He was always one of Coach Keller's favorites when he got his choice of picking umpires for the playoffs. The 2-1 pitch is just low, 3-1.
There we go.
So Cuevas digs in, waits on the 3-1 pitch. And here it is. Swing foul back into the screen. Fills up the count. And Jeff, a lot of room here in foul ball territory and behind home plate.
Yep. So this is
the wind. Would you say blowing in from left to
it's
left
blowing
to
in
right?
from left field. Because there was a ball hit into that first game today by Jaden Krieger. I was talking to the Smithson Valley head coach, Coach Kale, and he said that ball would have been out of here last night.
Payoff pitch in the right field. That's going to be tailing away from Ramirez. It gets down for a base hit. It's going all the way to the wall. That's going to at least be a triple for the leadoff batter. And Jeff, that was that was right into the sun.
It was into
the
the
wind
sun.
was blowing away from the right fielder. Ramirez, I thought, had a good shot at it, but it just carried away from him.
Yep.
And once it did, it was in no man's land. He tried to make the catch, and it just got by him to the dugout, to the corner for a triple.
Yeah. Not a good start defensively for the Panthers, as you would have thought that was going to be caught, but the wind just kept pushing it a little bit, and it just got away.
And Ramirez is not slow.
No.
So Hedges, now the shortstop, steps to the plate. Magdalena's ball 1-0.
Key for the Panthers tonight, Maury, going back to our pregame show that we
didn't abbreviate it.
But a key tonight was, one of my keys was going to be get ahead early and get some momentum early. But right now,
ground ball to the right side. That's going to be under the glove of Davis. That's going to be an error for the Panthers, correct?
Yeah, that's an error. He just didn't get his glove down far enough, and he didn't fully get it. And the opposite of what we said needed, what I was just saying, has happened now. Triple with a RBI on an error there.
Richardson now steps to the plate, the left fielder. Yeah, that still counts as an error because the run was definitely going to score.
Yeah.
But you just didn't get an out of it. And the right side of the field is going to have to battle with the sun for a while yet, too, this evening with this 6 o'clock start.
Well, another thing is that last night listening to Jared and Johnny call the game, these Cedar Park players are very disciplined. So in a situation like that where you had a runner on first base, that batter was up there just looking to get that run home any way he can. He didn't try to pull the ball down the line or anything. He hit the ball to the right side, and all he was intent on doing was getting that run home. So good piece of hitting there by the number
Richardson
2 batter.
Richardson squares it around, bunts, pulls it back, takes that pitch for a strike, 1-1.
And I do have some last night. This is Richardson.
Yes.
The first baseman.
He's playing left field tonight.
Oh, okay.
It says.
No, I'm sorry.
Robertson's first base.
This guy was 2 for 5 last night. 2 for 5.
Snap throw over to first, not in time.
And Cedar Park got most of their hits, Maury, in the first inning, where I think they played 4 runs in the first inning. But I believe they had like 6 hits in a row or something last night. They didn't waste no time.
Magdalenas checks the runner, throw home. The runner's in motion. The throw down. And Davis would have had it, Jeff. He just didn't field it cleanly and didn't get the tag down. So that's going to go as a stolen base for Hedges. It was a good throw down there by Blair. Kind of a Sunday hop, a little short, but it was right there.
But it looked like Davis kind of went out to get the ball instead of letting it.
Instead of receiving it.
Instead of letting it come to him and make the tag all in one motion, it looked like he kind of went out there and stabbed at it, and in turn missed it.
So the 2-1 pitch. Blair didn't like it, a little frustrated there as he kind of slammed his mitt. Now he turned back to the umpire. I'm telling you, if you get on the wrong side of this guy, I'm telling you, I've seen him back behind the plate for years. You are not going to get nothing if you get on his bad side.
I don't think this is the guy you're thinking
of. Oh, I know it is.
Well, the guy that
3-1 pitch is
the guy that Coach Keller used to like. That's not him. Because I know that guy. And
no, you're talking about the short Spanish guy.
No. There's a guy that used to wear glasses that Coach Keller used to get, and we were talking about it on the way over here, that he won a flip, remember, and he chose the umpire behind the plate. That's not this guy. Yeah, different guy. But still the same. You don't want to make an umpire upset.
Payoff pitch. That's hit up in the air. Ramirez going in foul ball territory. Look at that ball just carry away from him.
Well, he's going to have to figure that out. That's 2 balls in the air that have hit, and both of them have started out in the field of play, and he's not running to a spot. You know what I mean? He's just letting the ball drift with him, and he's not running to a spot. He's got to go run to that ball. He's got to not run to the ball, sorry. He's got to run to the spot and anticipate that ball carrying. But that is another strike. So what do we got now? Full count?
It's still full count to Richardson. Hedges the runner at first. Reached on an error and stole a base.
Good pitch.
Blair framed it and did not get the call. So that's a walk issued to Richardson.
Hey, and Maury, what we were saying, he may not have got that call because of him slamming his glove down earlier. Just saying. Never know.
First baseman Robertson now steps to the plate with runners at first and second.
We do have 1 out, correct? No, we
there
don't
was
have
no
any
outs.
No outs. This is kind of how it went last night. Couldn't get that first out. And the universal, Maury, First and second with nobody out, what do you do?
Well, I bunt him to second
You
and third.
bunt him to second and third, and that's what he just did right here. He squared around.
Regardless whether it's your number 4 hole.
Ball one.
Took that pitch high. Magdalena's checks the runner at second, squares around the bunt. That's a good bunt, Jeff. That might be for a base hit, and that is for a base hit.
Well,
as that ball just died.
Yep. The grass.
Robertson with an infield single.
The grass is a little thick out here, and he laid down a great bunt. And Magdalena's didn't even attempt to throw him out at first. It was just probably a good thing. I mean, you throw one wide or you throw one high and you don't get the out there, and you put yourself in a hole just like they did last night. So Coach Herb has called timeout, and he's out there to kind of settle the guys down right now.
Do we want to give one of our sponsors a shout-out, or do we want to keep it here?
No, we'll keep it here.
We'll keep it here. Infield gathers in around the mound for the first visit from Coach Herb. And I know they changed the rules a little bit, Jeff. What is the rule on the visits to the mound?
Good question. I know, because it's different in softball.
Well, but they changed it this year, I believe, in baseball too, didn't they?
You used to get 3 visits.
Okay.
Throughout the course of the game. Now I'm not sure. We can ask Coach Kale. Coach Kale, what's the rules for the visits to the mound now? 3 visits total in the game, right? That's just like softball. Okay. Yep. That's what it is. It's just like softball now. It's three total visits to the mound.
So the second baseman Green now steps to the plate with the bases full of Timberwolves. That's a ground ball to the shortstop. Shortstop flips it to second for 1. The relay is not in time. So a fielder's choice to Green. He's going to get credit for driving in Hedges for an RBI. Robertson will be retired 6-4 for out number 1.
But here again, a run scores. You only get 1 out of it.
Designated hitter Wall steps to the plate now with runners at the corners. 1 out now. Magdalena's working from the first base side of the mound from the stretch. Breaking ball over for strike 1.
As I was visiting with some of the coaches before the game, this team, Cedar Park, finished second in the district to to Liberty Hill. And Leander Rouse, who finished third.
That ball is low, 1-1.
Lost last week in the first round to Kerrville Tivy.
Wow.
And Tivy, who is a former district opponent, is playing Southwest. They beat Southwest last night, and I believe they're playing again tonight or today.
So the 1-1 count to Wall. Breaking ball, back up the middle. Davis bobbles it again, another error in the inning. And a run will score. And Jeff, a team like this, you just cannot give them extra outs.
No, you've given them.
That is 3 extra outs.
Yeah.
You've given them this at bat alone
with 1 run, and you're in a situation now where this could get out of hand early again. The Panthers have had trouble scoring runs as they did in the last series against Brackenridge, where they scored a total of 5 runs in 2 games. But you don't want this team to get too far out ahead of you.
Callie Shaw steps to the plate. That's hit the right field. Ramirez got a good track on that one. Catches it. No tag.
So good out there. That's a good big out. What is the score? Do you have 2-0?
F9.
3-0.
I have 3-0.
Yep.
F9 for out number 2. O'Malley now the pitcher coming to the plate. Lefty in the lineup as he pitches right-handed, but he's going to bat from the left side.
And he did play last night, and he was 1 for 2 with a couple of walks mixed in there. A strikeout, a single, and a couple of walks.
O'Malley up in the box from the left side. So a righty versus lefty matchup. First pitch to O'Malley is across the plate high, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch, that bounces in. Good job by Blair. Keep it in front of him. Count goes to 2 balls and no strikes. Long look in for Magdalenas. Checks the runner at second. Steps off. And Jeff, the runner at second in green doesn't even really have that big of a lead.
Yeah, sometimes you just step off
just to let him know you're thinking about it.
Well, to regather yourself, too. I mean, he was sitting 2-0 as that pitch comes in there for strike one. You know, you kind of – sometimes you just want to get up, make sure you're on the same page.
2 balls and 1 strike, 2 outs. 3 runs across already here in the top of the first. Runners at first and second. Swing and a miss.
Nice pitch there.
Ball down low. O'Malley chases one out of the strike zone. Count moves to 2-2. And the 2-2. Runners in motion from second. Throw down.
No,
in time for the out.
That I do not understand that.
Not with your number 8 hitter at the plate. I don't understand why you try to steal third.
And the coach is talking to him right now, so maybe he did not give a sign. I don't know, but thank you.
2-5 for the caught stealing for the out. That puts an end to that inning, but for the Timberwolves, 3 runs on just 1 hit, Jeff. Or excuse me, 2 hits, 1 left on base. After 1 inning, Panthers trail 3-0. Panther baseball will continue in just a moment.
Bush's Chicken, one of the oldest locations in Castroville, is proud to serve the Medina Valley area. Bush's Chicken has one goal: be the best. Bush's Chicken knows its success comes from loyal customers in the communities they serve. Stop by Bush's Chicken on Tuesday and get the Tender Tuesday deal, or try their buffalo fries and ask about their Panther special. It's always a hit. Bush's Chicken, 935 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call them at 830-538-2800.
Texas, 268,000 square miles and then some. Twice as much elbow room as California. There's just no place like Texas. And you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dotson House Moving and Construction Company.
Hey, don't forget we got a reader here. Let me do this. Oh, no, I don't. Yeah, I got it. Don't miss the final UIL state event of the year, the 2024 State Baseball Tournament, taking place Wednesday, June 5th through Saturday, June 8th. Go ahead and tell us who these are.
J.D. Blair will lead off for the Panthers, the number 5 hitter.
All right, these games will be played at Dell Diamond in Round Rock, with Conference 4A games taking place at the historic Disch-Falk Field at the University of Texas at Austin campus. For schedule, spectator, and ticket information, please visit uiltexas.org/baseball. Again, that's uiltexas.org/baseball.
Blair takes that first pitch for a strike. That one down low, 1-1. Wow. Righty versus righty matchup.
That was a ball? Wow.
I thought that one was a strike and the first one was a ball. They called them just the opposite.
Yeah.
The 1-1 is high, 2-1. And, Jeff, not the way the Panthers wanted to start. They started off the game with a base hit but couldn't score. And then 3 errors in that top half of the inning. It's a ground ball to short. Shortstop Hedges over to first for the out. 6-3 for out number 1 in the top of the second. Shortstop Michael Newton now steps to the plate for the Panthers. Righty versus righty is the matchup. That pitch is high, ball 1, 1-0. Ground ball at third. Third baseman Cuevas over to first for the out. 5-3 for out number 2 in the inning. Going to bring up the first baseman, Ryan Marty.
And we're not putting too much of a threat on him right now. It seems like right now everything we've hit is right at him.
Marty in the back of the box takes the first pitch, low and outside, ball 1. Righty versus righty is the matchup.
Sun's going down behind the batting tunnel behind us. Smithson Valley.
High, 2-0.
Smithson Valley has an indoor batting facility here. As you would expect, they are every year. This year, they got upset in the first round, but every year they're usually one of the top teams in South Texas.
Strike called. Morty taking that pitch. 2-1. Ball low. 3-1. I am still trying to figure out this strike zone.
Yeah, and that pitch looked pretty close too. More, I think it's just because you and I have been watching that big yellow ball come in there. Oh,
and that pitch looked high.
That was above the Panthers.
Now, you tell me if I'm not seeing the yellow ball or what, but that was a white one, and that looked high.
That was pretty high.
Full count now.
You're right, and it's tough on hitters whenever you're trying to figure out the strike zone. That one's a ball. He tried to throw that breaking ball.
Tried to throw breaking ball for a strike with a full count.
Yeah.
So a 2-out walk for Marty. Center fielder Jaden Krieger steps to the plate. The left fielder, Jaden Krieger steps to the plate.
Yeah. Krieger had a double at the end of the last game earlier that we were sitting here watching.
Pitch is high. He's not throwing that.
No, he's not throwing
breaking
his breaker
ball for a strike.
His breaker, he's not throwing for a strike. His changeup is. And he's thrown that changeup quite a bit. And that's what Panthers have been rolling over the top of and grounding out to the left side as that one's fouled away.
That ball is fouled back into the parking lot.
That was a fastball.
Off the windshield of a maroon-colored Tahoe.
Oh, nope, wasn't. Oh. No. Oh, well, that's okay. It already needs a new windshield.
So 1 ball and 1 strike to Krieger. Marty at first. That one was way high. 2-1. 2-1 pitch is a ground ball. Gets by the third baseman.
Inside. That's inside the.
That's a base hit. That's going to be a double. They're going to hold Marty up at third. So a 2-out double for Krieger. Just got inside the bag. Good job hitting there. Gavin Rips now steps to the plate for the Panthers.
Yeah, sorry, Maury, but that one found its way right. That was another changeup, and Krieger was able to keep that ball right inside the third base bag, which went down into the corner, but the left fielder was right there, and he got on it in a hurry.
A base hit right here, Jeff, and we got a 1-run ball game. Krieger's got good speed at second.
And these are the situations, Maury, that you really need. You need these big hits in big playoff games.
Yes, you do. First pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1.
He's up there taking a rip. That was a first pitch fastball, and that's what you want to try to hit.
So Gavin playing center field tonight. Righty versus righty matchup as O'Malley's working from the windup, put runners at first and second, or second and third with 2 outs. Pitch is called strike, 0-2.
That pitch was that low one that he hadn't been calling, but Rips is not the same stature as Krieger, and he got the call on that low pitch.
So Gavin awaits the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball way up. I think he needs to can that pitch for a while.
Yeah, he needs to put that one in his back pocket. He needs to stick with the changeup and fastball.
Because they're missing very bad high.
Now, it's a difference if you're missing close with it, but he's not even missing close.
The 1-2 pitch, fastball, foul back.
Yeah,
Count stays at 1 and 2.
You know, you've gone through the lineup now one time, so everybody's had a chance to see him. And that's something you could pick up on, you know, is when you're looking at it, is like, hey, this kid, he's going to throw changeup, fastball. If you see spin, don't swing, because it ain't 9 times out of 10, it ain't going to be thrown for a strike.
So O'Malley digging around in the glove for the grip of the ball. Pitch is popped up. See who takes charge. The catcher taking charge and catches it in foul ball territory for the out.
That there, Maury, was the changeup, and it was high, and that was probably a ball. But
F3 if you're scoring at home for
F2.
the final out. F2 if you're scoring at home. So no runs on one hit. Panthers will leave a pair after 1.5. Cedar Park 3, Medina Valley 0. Panthers baseball will continue in just a moment.
Big State Electric is raising the bar in the San Antonio electrical industry. Working with local and forward-thinking companies, we are changing the downtown skyline with beautiful and innovative buildings. As well as working with local universities, we are revolutionizing academic sports with cutting-edge and high-tech electrical solutions. Join us as we light up the future one project at a time. Big State Electric, competence and quality since 1966. Supporting San Antonio, Austin, Houston, and the Gulf Coast region.
Right now at Chevrolet's 3-time Dealer of the Year, North Park Chevrolet. Get $15,000 off MSRP and 1.9% financing on new Silverado 1500 trucks, plus $2,250 in trade assistance cash, and $7,000 off MSRP on new Blazers. Lease a new Equinox for $299 with 0 down, or buy for $23,999. Get 2.1% financing on all new Traverses. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dotson House Moving and Construction Company. So O'Malley will step back in. O'Malley was the batter when the runner was caught stealing from second to third for the third out of the inning. So the lefty batter steps in. The righty that goes opposite field. Krieger makes the play out there in left field for the out. Good job of tracking that ball down for Krieger for out number 1. The center fielder Galindo now steps to the plate. Another lefty in the lineup for the Timberwolves. You can see the whole right side of the infield, and the right fielders kind of shading their eyes from the sun as it is getting to that level right there where they are looking straight into it. Galindo takes that pitch for ball 1, 1-0. Slightly open stance for the lefty. Pitch is outside, 2-0.
Okay, 9-hole right here. You want to make sure that you make this kid earn his way on.
2-0 pitch, ball 3, 3-0. Marty giving him room there at first base. About 4 steps back of the base, taking to take away that line, first base line away from him. Strike call, taken all the way, and that.
Man, we're gonna laugh about this all night, I guess, because that was outside in.
Galindo was fixing to toss the bat and off to first.
He was on his way, wasn't he?
But now it's 3 balls and 1 strike. That pitch is down low. And it took him a while. He took off, but then he wanted to make sure that it was ball 4.
Yeah. Kind of hesitated a little bit there.
So a 1-out walk. We go back to the top of the order with Cuevas. Cuevas tripled and scored the first run of the ball game for the Timberwolves. So he is 1 for 1 with a run scored. That ball is foul back.
Now
foul back out of play, 0-1.
knowing how good these guys are at swinging the bat, I would almost expect a hit and run or some kind of putting the runner in motion right here with the top of the order. You got a gift getting your 9-hole on for free. Let's see what they do here.
Magdalenas checks over his shoulder, runner at first, now delivers the pitch home.
Wow.
Must have been just outside, even count it 1-1.
And we're kind of sitting off to the side right here by the Panther dugout, and it's kind of hard angle to see, but man, that looked like it got a lot of the plate.
Well, I'm just going by the way Blair's not moving his mitt.
Yeah.
1-1 pitch. And now we're hearing some cheers from the Panther fans.
I mean, when you're inconsistent as an umpire, you're gonna get some fans involved. You're gonna get coaches involved here pretty quick.
Magdalenas checks over the shoulder, runner at first. 2-1 pitch is a strike call, 2-2. I just wanted to, Cuevas, when that pitch was called a strike, he looked at the third base coach and he went, wow. I don't know what to think here anymore.
Oh, I don't know.
So the 2-2 pitch. Galindo, the runner at first. A 1-out walk. Swing and a miss.
And you got
throw him out.
Kind of sleeping there. Blair kind of got the strikeout and was kind of took it easy, and they took off on a delay steal, and they stole second base. Strike him out, you would hope. Strike him out, throw him out to end the inning, but you got to strike out anyway out of it. Runner at second base now with a 2-hole batter up.
Yeah, and that's going to be Hedges. Hedges reached on an error, drove in the first run, and scored the second run of the ball game.
I tell you what, Maury, also, looking at Blair set up, he sets up kind of deep. He's way behind the batter.
Ground ball in the hole for a base hit. And that time, he just hit it where the vacancy was, as Newton was cheating over to try to hold the runner at second on a little closer. And Hedges just put it right where the shortstop had vacated.
Was not hit hard, but it was hit in the right spot. Right
so
there.
A 2-out single, third hit of the ball game. Runners at first and third now, with the number 3 hitter Richardson at the plate. Richardson walked and scored the third run of the ball game. So he is 0-4 with a run scored. Galindo at third. Hedges at first. 2 outs. Righty versus righty is the matchup. Little breaking ball there, wasn't it?
A little breaker there. Called
for a strike, 0-1. Magdalenas just takes a peek at the runner at first. The 0-1 pitch is a ground ball to the shortstop. Shortstop flips over to the second baseman for the putout. Fielder's choice in the books for Richardson. The final out is retired 6-4 for out number 3 for the Timberwolves in that inning. No runs on 1 hit. They'll leave a pair. After 2 complete, it's 3-0 Cedar Park. Panthers baseball will continue here in just a moment.
Dodson House Moving and Construction is a 4th-generation company operated by the same family for over 75 years. We do turnkey work from moving your structure, setting the foundation, and all your construction needs. Aluminum decking, concrete work, canopies, and any other need to make your project operational. From moving to construction, large or small, Dodson House Moving and Construction does it all. 939 Southwest Loop 410 in San Antonio. Give us a call at 210-628-1459.
Like you, we love calling this home. Castroville State Bank has been serving the Medina Valley area for over 63 years by providing the best financial products, modern technology, and customer service. Not only are we the local bank you can rely on for all your financial needs, but we are also your neighbors, giving back to the community we grew up in and love. Come home to Castroville State Bank.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dodson House Moving and Construction Company. We turn it back over to the top of the order with Dusty Davis. Dusty led off the game with a base hit right up the middle, but was stranded on the base. He was sacrificed over on a good sacrifice by Stevens, but then the Panthers couldn't bring him across. Davis starting right back up the middle for it. It's going to be cut off by the second baseman, but no chance to get Davis at first. So the second hit of the ball game for the leadoff man for the Panthers. Wesley Stevens now steps to the plate. Stevens with a beautiful sacrifice bunt in the first inning. So he has no official at bats.
Well, we've lost the scoreboard again, Maury. See if I can figure out a way to get it back up.
O'Malley now will work from the stretch with a runner at first. Righty versus righty is the matchup. Snap throw over, no chances. Davis back in easy.
And this is now the second inning out of 3, Maury, that the Panthers have got their lead off on. They got him to second base in the first inning, but couldn't do nothing with it.
Stevens takes that pitch for a strike, 0-1.
Now, if you're Coach Herb, do you play it the same way? Do you bunt them over and try to get that first run on the board? Because you're still early in this game. You know what I mean? What is your style? Are you saying you're a bunting team? You're going to try to get your guys again, or are you going to swing away?
I would let Wesley swing this time.
Let him swing away?
Snap throw over, not in time as Davis is back in head first.
Now, you know, we talk about this a lot in softball. If you're counting on Cedar Park scoring a lot of runs, you got to let him swing away here and try to have a big inning.
Takes that pitch way high, 1-1. Well, I'm not saying that they may score a lot of runs. I'm just saying right now you haven't shown that you can score. No,
that's what I'm saying, or vice versa.
Yeah.
So that would be another reason why you bunt it over.
Yeah.
You know, so it's whatever your identity is. What is your identity this year? Are you you want to identify as a run scoring team, or are you going to identify as executing?
Takes that pitch high, 2-1.
I think in this situation right now, 2-1 count. I mean, I'm going to let him swing the bat. We're not bunting here. Scoreboard should be back up now.
2-1 count. High, 3-1. Any way possible, Wes. Just need some base runners. Ramirez waits on deck for the Panthers.
The question will be if he gets on base.
Do you bat him to second and third? And I say you do.
You do every time.
Ball 4. I know it's your number 3 hitter, but everybody needs to do their part. It doesn't matter where you bat in the lineup, especially in high school, you need to know how to bunt.
Absolutely, and the situation here calls for it. I mean, you've got to get the guys to second and third. You got to cut this lead down if at all possible.
So a righty versus righty is the matchup. Ramirez back deep in the box.
Doesn't look like he's bunting, does it?
They're not even worried about the runner at first, keeping him close. Off the plate, ball 1. Now O'Malley having a hard time finding the strike zone. Threw a first pitch strike to Stevens and then 4 bad pitches in a row.
They weren't bunting that time. I wouldn't think on a 1-0 pitch you'd be bunting.
No, I think you're taking right now. That ball is hit into left field. The left fielder over and makes the play.
Yeah,
he had just thrown 6 straight balls in a row,
there
Jeff.
You go. That's why, Maury, you got to bunt him over. That's a fly out.
That's why you take a strike first.
Well, or you take a strike. I mean, either way. But you've wasted an at-bat now, and you're still early in the game.
Warren Stevens now steps to the plate. Stevens is 0 for 1 as he struck out to end inning number 1.
I'm sorry. In that situation, I'm probably bunting in that situation. I want to get, if I can cut the lead 3-2 or 3-1, fly ball scores you from third base with 1 out. So
O'Malley checks the runner at second. Pitch home. That's a shot in the center field. Center fielder plays it on a hop.
Yeah, and tell you
Jeff, right there, fundamental, hits the cutoff. The Panthers only can move up 90 feet.
Yeah, great job. But you know what, Maury?
If you bunt, you got to run
over. You score at least 1.
At least 1.
And right there, the runner at second base held. Davis held. I don't know why, because that ball looked like it was low enough that it was a base hit. But he turned around and had to look to where the center fielder was playing. He saw that the center fielder was playing a little deep, so he took off then, and the ball was hit rather hard. So bases loaded with 1 out now.
Blair now steps to the plate. Blair grounded out to the shortstop to start inning number 2. So he is 0 for 1. First pitch, that's hit into center field, shallow center field. He's coming in. Will we have a play at the plate?
Yeah, you can't tag
we
on
won't.
that one.
That's way too shallow to tag, and the throw was
out.
dead on.
And he would have been out.
So F8 for out number 2. Jeff, you cannot squander this situation right here.
No, and it all falls down right now on
Michael Newton now steps
14.
to the plate.
Michael Newton, who's had some really big hits. I know we haven't done a lot of their broadcast, Maury, you and I, but I have paid attention to some of their line scores, and Newton has come through in a lot of clutch situations this year, as he forgot to get the bat. He's so excited to get in there and get that big hit. But he has been clutch a lot this year. So let's see if Michael Newton, who also doubles as the quarterback on the football team.
Newton grounded out to the third baseman, his first at bat, so he is 0 for. O'Malley working from the stretch with the bases juiced. Taking way too long, and I don't know why he's staring at the runner at third. The third baseman isn't even close to holding the runner on.
For some reason, he is throwing from the stretch with bases loaded, 2 outs. In this situation, I would normally tell the pitcher, hey, go from the windup, make sure you throw strikes, don't miss your spot.
First pitch to Newton. Breaking pitch, finally got one in there for a strike.
Thing about it is he throws that changeup, which is just a little bit harder than that breaking ball. Not a lot of change in speed on either one of those pitches.
Righty is the matchup. The 0-1 from O'Malley. High, 1-1. Bases loaded for the Panthers with 2 outs. Panthers trail 3-0 here, but they threatening in the top of the third. One pitch, breaking ball. That's going to be grounded foul wide of third. Newton down now in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Caught Newton off the front foot on that breaking ball. O'Malley settles at the chest, the 1-2 pitch, breaking ball to the third baseman. Third baseman to throw over to first in time for the out. So Newton is retired 5-3 for out number 3. Panthers leave the bases loaded.
6 left on
2
base.
hits and a walk.
6 left on base through 3 innings.
So after 3 innings, after 3.5 innings, it is Medina Valley trailing 3-0. Panther baseball will continue in just a moment.
Nobody can design, create, or maintain your lawn better than 3D Landscaping and Irrigation. With over 17 years of experience, owner Ray Doyen and his crew take pride in their craftsmanship and service. They're fully insured, offer free estimates, and multiple references, so you know you're getting the best. 3D does landscaping, lawn maintenance, irrigation, tree installation, lighting, and more. Whether it's residential or commercial, 3D Landscaping and Irrigation has you covered. Give 3D a call at 830-985-9115 or find us online at threedlandscaping.com.
Call State Farm agent Hazel Russell in Castroville at 830-931-3441.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dotson House Moving and Construction Company. Have a pitching change now as Blair will go in and pitch for the Panthers.
Got a Peerless Equipment pitching change here as J.D. Blair will toe the rubber now. He moves from his battery position behind the plate.
And I can't see what the number is of the catcher because his strap is right over the number.
I think that's one of the Stevens boys.
Is that a number 7?
I don't know.
Chad, who's catching now? Which one?
Warren. It's Warren Stevens.
Number 7.
Yeah, number 7. Okay.
Stevens now behind the plate for the Panthers. And as Jeff mentioned, that pitch and change is sponsored by Peerless Equipment.
And I guess starting pitcher must have thrown more pitches than he wanted. I mean,
I'm not sure.
He got in trouble that last inning again, but he pitched his way out of it.
Got out of it, yep. But I have talked to Jared during the season, and he claims that the plate.
All right, we're back, Maury. Sorry about that. I was muted, but we got a rundown of what just went on, Maury.
Hit by pitch to start the inning, then a strikeout.
Well, we got J.D. Blair on the mound.
Then a single. Oh, we didn't get that either.
Yeah, we didn't get that either.
The changes as J.D. Blair moved to the bump for the Panthers. Stevens moves back behind the plate from the DH spot.
I can't even remember everything we just talked about.
So
I know we talked about the guys that have signed with colleges to play, 15 seniors on this team, and we know 3 of them are going on to play.
The 1-1 pitch to O'Malley. This
Good
is
pitch.
a righty versus lefty matchup. Stevens framed that, but did not get the call.
Yeah, we got 2 outs right now in the inning, and runners at second and third.
The inning started with a hit by pitch, and that's sponsored by Hazel Russell, your State Farm agent. And then a strikeout, and then a single in between the 5-6 hole. And then a ground out by Kalishaw moved the runners up to second and third.
Nice pitch.
Check
there.
swing, strike called.
And that pitch right there, Maury.
2-2.
That's that same curveball, but instead of throwing it, trying to backdoor that left-handed batter, he throws it in right at his hands and catches him inside where he can't do nothing with it.
Blair works from the stretch. 2-2 pitch is low, full count.
You know, not a bad idea right there. Came back with a fastball, missed a little low, but you got first base open here, so you are towards the bottom of their
hitter.
Yeah, you are towards the bottom of their lineup, so you want to make sure you throw something in there. There's that curveball.
That's a little blooper to the shortstop. Newton in and makes the catch.
That's a great job of pitching there by Blair.
F6 if you're screwing at home for the third out of the inning. So a hit by a pitch and single doesn't blossom. As they'll strand 2 runners, we're through 3. Panthers trail 3-0. Panther baseball will continue in just a moment.
Right now at Chevrolet's 3-time Dealer of the Year, North Park Chevrolet. Get $15,000 off MSRP and 1.9% financing on new Silverado 1500 trucks, plus $2,250 in trade assistance cash, and $7,000 off MSRP on new Blazers. Lease a new Equinox for $299 with 0 down, or buy for $23,999. Get 2.1% financing on all new Traverses. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dotson House Moving and Construction Company. Panthers will send in this inning, the top of the 4th inning, Marty Krieger and Rip, 7, 8, and 9. Marty reached safely with a walk in the first inning. In the second inning, but was stranded on the bases, so he has no official at-bats with a walk. Actually was stranded at third base because Krieger followed him up with a double, but the Panthers could not bring the runners in. So O'Malley back out there for his 4th inning of work for the Timberwolves. First pitch is strike called, 0-1. Righty versus righty is the matchup. As Marty has that back foot almost on the back line of the chalk in the batter's box.
Yeah, and
swing and a miss, 0-2.
That's a good point there, Maury. I was just looking at that and thinking the same thing. This guy's a curveball changeup pitcher. You should not be burying yourself in the back of the box. It's just like that pitch. That was that little curveball, and he could not catch up to it.
1-2 pitch, 0-2 pitches comes over high for ball 1-2.
And he's not going to blow his fastball by you. So with 2 strikes, you want to get up on the plate, move up in the box a little bit, and poke the ball somewhere.
Breaking pitch stays up, 2-2. Looks like O'Malley's moved more towards the center of the mound now instead of from the first base side. 2-2 pitch. Catcher came out of there, wanted to throw it to first base. Gomez thought that was strike 3, but it fills the count now. Good at bat by Marty as he fell back behind 0-2. That's forced now a full count pitch. Foul back into the screen. Count stays full. Another pitch fouled into the screen.
Good job by Marty.
Good at bat going on now for Marty. Exactly. To get on any way possible here. Full count pitch. High, ball 4. Second walk of the game for Marty as he's reached safely twice now. Jaden Krieger comes to the plate. Krieger doubled his first at bat.
Got 2 doubles in a row then, since he doubled at the end of game 1 and doubled at the beginning of game 2. So once again, though, Maury, the Panthers have ducks on the pond.
At least a duck on the pond.
At least one so far.
O'Malley now working from the stretch, checks the runner at first. Breaking pitch high, 1-0. Looks over his shoulder, checks Ryan Marty at first. Way high, 2-0. So after starting Marty off with 2 straight strikes, he has thrown 6 balls in a row. As Gomez goes back out and talks to his pitcher, Cuevas in for some words of encouragement from the third base. So 2 balls and no strikes. Nobody out here as the Panthers trail 3-0. Top of the 4th. Leadoff runner is at first in Marty. 2-0 pitch is outside, ball 3.
Well, in this situation here, this is a take all the way.
Absolutely. I'm not too sure you don't take 2. Little action now in the dugout for the Timberwolves. Strike called, 3-1. Well, I thought they were having a little action, but they settled down now. Nope, there is one young man going to warm up. 3-1 pitch, that's a shot high in the left field. Left fielder Richardson camps under it for the out, no tag at first. F7 for out number 1. Krieger just getting under that ball a little bit. So Gavin Rips now steps to the plate. Rips popped up to the catcher to end inning number 2, so he is 0 for 1. Takes that pitch high, ball 1.
I was just thinking about it, Maury, but we'll talk about they have like 15 seniors on the team. Do we know of any of the underclassmen that are actually in the lineup today?
Don't know. 1-0 pitch, way high, 2-0.
One of the Stevens boys is a junior, I believe.
Thought they were twins.
I don't think so.
No.
Oh, maybe they are. Yeah, I guess they are twins. So I don't know that there's a underclassman in the starting lineup.
Rips waits the 2-0 pitch, takes that one for a strike, 2-1. Now O'Malley moves over on the mound as he works from the stretch from the first base side. Gavin awaiting the 2-1 pitch. Outside, 3-1. Leadoff hitter Davis waiting on deck. Davis with 2 singles so far. He's 2 for 2 for the Panthers this evening. Ball 4.
That one looked like it almost hit him in the face.
4th walk issued by O'Malley. We turn it back to the top of the order with Dusty Davis. Davis 2 for 2. We're going to have a timeout called.
All right,
by the coach.
My text messages are flooding. I missed the one underclassman, Michael Newton. the shortstop. I did miss one. Thanks to Cindy Guzman and Tanya Crisp for correcting me there. I was trying to think. I knew there had to be at least one.
And everybody knew you weren't perfect, so you had to have missed one. You're close enough, but just one off.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say about that. But perfection is in the eye of a beholder.
Absolutely. I behold.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? While we got time right here, why don't I go ahead and read another reader?
Well, you don't have time because they broke up the
it already. I don't have time anymore.
So a leadoff walk to Marty, fly out for Krieger, and then a one-out walk for Rips, and we turn it back to the top of the order. Hot hitter at the plate for the Panthers tonight is Dusty Davis. He is 2 for 2 in the leadoff spot. Left, righty versus righty is the matchup. First pitch, breaking ball, down low, 1-0.
Maury, and I would almost think this may be the last batter that this young man faces if he if he gets on. Tanya Crisp, I'm not calling you out. I was giving you props.
Strike call, 1-1.
That was one of those bailout calls right there, Maury. Looked down and away, but what can you say? Down and away.
So Davis waits the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball, 2-1.
That one really floated in there.
And I'm not sure when you're struggling why he hasn't thrown that pitch for a strike yet. Though.
No, you're exactly right. And that's why when you are struggling to throw strikes, you go back to the pitch that you know you can throw for a strike. And that one certainly isn't.
He bounces that one in. That's going to move the runners up. So that's going to be a wild pitch. 3 balls and 1 strike now to Davis.
So now that's your answer.
Well, and I just saw the young man that was warming up.
Came to the dugout.
Came to the dugout, so.
Yeah. So this may be the last batter either way.
Yes. But the Panthers threatening to make this a closer ball game than a 3-run lead for the Timberwolves. As Marty is at third, Rips at second. Davis at the plate and with a 3-1 count.
The infield's drawn in.
Trying to cut the runner off, and that one was fouled down the first base line, fills up the count.
Not sure I would do that in this situation. I mean, you give up a run to get that second out, wouldn't you?
I can see either way.
But it's tough. Because what about one, this Davis has hit the last 2 right back up the middle.
Ground ball is short. Shortstop still over the first for the out, so an RBI for Davis.
And Marty was running on contact right there, and the Panthers will get their first run. RBI ground out to the shortstop by Davis. And just like I was saying, though, he's been hitting everything back up the middle. Why wouldn't you play him, right back up the middle to get that sure out? Basically, that's what they did.
Stevens now steps to the plate. Stevens with a sacrifice and a walk, so he has no official at-bats. 2 outs now. Rips is at third. Breaking ball over for a strike, 0-1.
I guess he's got confidence in that pitch. He's still throwing it. Coach is rolling with him, too.
Working from the windup now. That one was way high and up. That breaking pitch evens the count at 1-1. Panthers have inched closer. It is 3-1 now in the fourth. High, 2-1. Now he goes back and works from the windup. Righty matchup, the 2-1 pitch. Down low, 3-1. Michael Newton waits on deck for the Panthers. Excuse me, Manny Ramirez waits on deck. Ball is foul back. It's going to be full.
Panthers really hadn't done the damage here with the bat. They're doing it with the walks. Would be nice to have a hit to mix in there this inning.
That's going to be carried out of play. The catcher runs out of room.
Yeah, you never want to give up on that ball with all the foul territory
Well,
they have here.
Jeff, when you said that Panthers have done all of their damage on walks, but the key pitch all game was the wild pitch that allowed the Panthers to move up,
second and third.
or that ground ball may have resulted in a double play instead of
absolutely
an RBI.
All the ebbs and flows of the game.
Yep,
You know, games within
you take
game.
what you get. Full count pitch once again. Ball fours. The catcher didn't like that one. Their catcher showing a little frustration with that.
Well, coach has not made a movement.
And Jeff, I'm not saying anything, but this is hard for both sides because the strike zone is all over the place.
It really is.
I mean, it really is. I mean, it just. I mean, you don't know what to take. You don't know what to pitch. So Ramirez now steps to the plate with runners at the corners and 2 outs. Ramirez lined out to the
what you don't
third
want to do
baseman
here
and
is
popped up to left field.
You don't want to give in and swing at a bad pitch. You still want to look for one pitch that you think you can handle and that you can drive somewhere.
The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss, 1-1.
That looked like a changeup that was kind of down, and he took a big rip at it. I mean, you got your 4-hole batter here, right?
Yes. No, this is number 3.
3-hole batter. You don't.
Ball 2, 2-1.
You don't get many better opportunities. The Panthers have had 7, 8, now 9 base runners already in the game, and they're still waiting for that big hit.
O'Malley checks the runner at first. Strike call, 2-2. And that looked high, Jeff.
No, but that's one now. That is one that he's been calling.
Yep.
He's been calling that Panther high fastball, and I say Panther high, letter high fastball. So 2-2 count now.
2-2 pitch, 2 outs, 2 runners on. 2-run deficit for the Panthers. Swing and a miss as O'Malley gets the punch out with runners at the corners. And for Medina Valley in that inning, Jeff. 1 run, no hits, but 3 walks. They'll strand how many more? 2 more. That's 8. That's averaging 2 an inning. So the new score is Cedar Park 3, Medina Valley 1. Panther baseball will continue in just a moment.
Right now at Chevrolet's 3-time Dealer of the Year, North Park Chevrolet. Get $15,000 off MSRP and 1.9% financing on new Silverado 1500 trucks, plus $2,250 in trade assistance cash, and $7,000 off MSRP on new Blazers. Lease a new Equinox for $299 with 0 down, or buy for $23,999. Get 2.1% financing on all new Traverses. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville, or at npchevy.com.
Security State Bank, your financial partner since 1925 with one simple goal, to be the best bank possible to the families and businesses of South Texas. Check out Security State Bank's competitive rates and services from local people you know and trust. Serving South Texas with 7 convenient locations, including 1726 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call 830-538-9898 or online at securitystbk.com. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dotson House Moving and Construction Company. Blair back out there for his second inning of work. Cedar Park will send to the plate 9-1 and 2, Galindo, Cuevas, and Hedges. Galindo walked in the second inning, but was stranded on the bases. So he has no official at-bats, but his reach safely is only at-bat. Left-handed batter for the Timberwolves. Blair back out there for his second inning of work. That's a breaking ball in for a strike, 0-1.
Now, and, let's not forget, T-Wolves had an opportunity to score some runs in this last inning, too. You got to keep playing good defense and quality pitching, keeping them off of it. That pitch is up there, and they got a chance.
The wind's going to blow it in. Good job by Stevens coming in from third base, taking charge.
Right here in front of us.
Calling his brother, the catcher, off there. Good job there by Stevens at third base. F5 if you're scoring at home for out number 1.
And not to forget, Maury, that pitch was on one of that really slow spinning breaker that JD's been throwing.
Cuevas, the leadoff batter. Triple, scored the first run of the ball game, and a strikeout victim. Fouls that first pitch back into the screen, 0-1. Righty-righty matchup. Strike called. 0-2. So the 0-2 pitch from Blair. Breaking pitch, frames it Stevens, but does not get the call, and Blair kind of showing a little disgust there.
Yeah, and there again, Marty, you can't do that. But,
nope.
But that was that breaker again that flattened out. Oh. He didn't have as much break on that one. It kind of flattened out and didn't give him that little hard action back inside.
So the 1-2 to Cuevas. That's a chopper foul at the feet of the batter. And I was just thinking when you were getting those texts that they couldn't hear us, I was thinking, well, at least they can see what's happening. I forgot we're not doing video, so they had no clue of what was going on.
And I hope that those of you that have tuned into the NFHS network to watch, turn us on.
Low.
Turn us on for the sound.
Yeah, sync it up together, right?
Yeah.
In sync.
Yeah. You can watch their broadcast and you can listen to us.
So 2-2 now is the count. Breaking ball off the front foot. He just got enough of that one. I thought he swung through that.
Well, and I thought Stevens almost behind the plate there, almost squeezed it. But it does hit the dirt.
So the count will stay at 2-2 with one out. Panthers trailing 3-0. All 3 runs came in the first inning, where the Panthers committed 3 errors. And what doesn't show in the books, it didn't go out as an error, but you might have could have caught one in foul ball territory that dropped also. So full count now to the leadoff batter, Cuevas. Ground ball back to Blair. Over to first to Marty for the put out.
Hey, what Blair's doing a good job. He's really got him off balance. That pitch right there looked like it could have been a ball, but with that high strike zone, the batter had to go ahead and kind of tomahawk it, and he didn't catch much of it, and it rolled right to Blair.
So 2 up, 2 down now as Hedges will step to the plate. Hedges reached on an error, singled, drove in a run, and scored a run. So he is 1 for 2. It's a ground ball to short. Newton fields it cleanly over to first for the out. Good quick inning for J.D. Blair. 1, 2, 3. Go the Timberwolves in order. We head to the 5th inning, Jeff. Panthers need a little bit of a rally as they trail 3-1. Panther baseball will continue in just a moment.
The Medina Valley Sports Boosters are proud to support the Medina Valley Panthers. The Boosters are always looking for volunteers and new members. The MVP Boosters raise funds to support the MVISD sports and scholarship programs. Get your Panther swag at the football store located next to the concession stand. We have several items on sale. Join, volunteer, or purchase your Panther swag today at mvpboosters.com.
So, how are the kids?
Well, Emily made the honor roll.
Oh, good for her.
Yeah, we're really proud of her. Tyler, on the other hand, though.
What's going on?
He's been moody lately, just feeling down and not like himself.
Oh, we've been there. Nick was struggling last spring. He was so anxious and stressed.
Really? What helped?
Well, he joined the soccer team. And ever since, he's been a lot happier. He has more energy, he's less stressed, and he's definitely in a better mood at home. It's made a huge difference.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm glad he's getting out of the house, he's getting some exercise, and he's off his phone for once. It's been good for his mental health.
Sounds like it's been good for your mental health, too.
Participating in Texas high school sports improves students' physical and mental health. Encourage your son or daughter to get involved. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dotson House Moving and Construction Company. Got a pitch and change, Jeff, and that's sponsored by Peerless Equipment. And if I'm correct, it's number 3, Bryce Schneider is who I have, but I could be wrong. I'm going to wait and see, but that is who I have. As it definitely is a pitch and change.
Yeah, we were not given a roster. We were given a lineup.
Yes, that is who it is,
That's
Jeff.
who they just announced.
Bryce Schneider will go in and do the pitches. He'll relieve O'Malley. Panthers will send to the plate Stevens, Blair, and Newton. Stevens struck out and singled, so he is 1 for 2 in the ball game.
This man's got a little bit more juice on the ball.
Right-handed pitcher on the mound, working from the left side of the mound. Ground ball at the feet of Stevens, 0-2.
That actually looked like a changeup right there, though.
Yeah, this is a little bit more speed on this pitcher, Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
So that closes the book on O'Malley. He is the pitcher of record so far. 0-2 pitch off the front foot.
There's a breaker.
Catcher bobbles it, has to make the throw to first base for the official strikeout. 1-2-3 for out number 1.
That was a breaker in the dirt.
J.D. Blair now steps to the plate for the Panthers. Blair grounded out and flew out to the center fielder, so he is 0 for 2. Michael Newton waits on deck. Panthers have never led in this ball game. Trail 3-0. Now made it 3-1. Blair takes that pitch from Schneider down low, 1-0. Righty-righty matchup. That pitch is over the knees for strike 1, 1-1.
Okay, now is the zone going to change?
I was thinking the same thing right there with that pitch.
That pitch was low, and it was a called strike.
Strike called, 1-2.
That one looked like it was right down the pipe.
Schneider with that pitching sleeve on his throwing arm. Ball is foul back out of play. A little bit behind that pitch, Jeff. That was his fastball.
Well, it was high. That was one of those defensive swings. You fight it off to live another day. But he's about to come back with that breaker.
The 1-2 pitch.
There it is.
Just in high, 2-2.
See, now, if he'd have come back with that breaker down in the zone after throwing that high fastball, that would have been a different situation.
Changing the eye level. 2-2 pitch, outside, 3-2. Panthers just need to get base runners. And then, as you mentioned, Jeff, we need to come through with that first big hit of the game.
That was breaker, so it'll be sitting dead red here, which that's what you get.
Strike call, looking backwards K for out number 2.
Good pitch. Right in, inner half of the plate, kind of froze Blair.
4 strikeouts now for Timberwolves pitching. Newton now steps to the plate. Michael Newton grounded out to the third baseman both times, so he is 0 for 2. Swing and a miss, 0-1. You know, Schneider don't mess around, Jeff. Once he gets the ball back from the catcher, he's ready to go. Just off the plate, 1-1.
Yeah, and he's fastball, and then he likes to show that breaker once he gets ahead in the count.
So Newton waits the 1-1 pitch from Schneider. Foul back into the screen.
What makes this a little bit, questionable now, Maury, is you've left 8 guys on base with this other pitcher, and you couldn't, you were able to scratch one run. If you get somebody in here like this now that you can't hit, Panthers going to be in a world of hurt.
1-2 pitch. Foul back in the screen. Count stays at 1-2. And you're in the 5th inning.
I was going to
and
say,
so if you don't get anything going, you're only going to see him one time. You're not going to get a second look at him.
And you only got 6 outs after. You got 7 outs right now in the game.
Breaking ball, that's popped up. Second baseman Green calling it and makes the play in shallow right field for the out. So a quick inning for Schneider. 1, 2, 3, go the Panthers. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. We're through 4.5. The score is 3-1 in favor of the Timberwolves. Panther baseball will continue in just a moment.
Rusty Rooster at 806 Highway 90 West in Castroville is the place to stop on your way home from work, or to drop by on the weekend to grab some beverages without ever leaving your truck. Rusty Rooster, the place in Castroville for quenching your thirst from sun up to sundown. Drive through today. Fast, convenient. That's Rusty Rooster, 806 Highway 90 West in Castroville. After all, anything goes till the rooster crows.
With Broadway Bank, your everyday banking is fast, easy, and digital. And now you can bank local and earn $300 when you open a new free checking account online with qualifying activities. Enjoy the convenience of a Texas-based bank with lots of local financial centers and an award-winning online and mobile banking experience that lets you bank when you want. Learn more about this limited time offer at broadway.bank/300. Minimum opening deposit is $25. Offer subject to change without notice. Terms and conditions apply. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dotson House Moving and Construction. We are headed to the bottom of the 5th as the Panthers continue to trail the Cedar Park Timberwolves. J.D. Blair on the bump. Had his first, had a 1-2-3 inning last inning. It's going to be facing their number 3 hole hitter, Richardson, playing left field, who has walked and grounded into a fielder's choice, and he's first pitch swinging, and he hits a fly ball out to right field. Ramirez under it, and it's going to be a 1-pitch out. So 1 out there for the Panthers, for Blair on the hill. Brings up Robertson, who is 1 for 1, and he was hit by a pitch. He was Blair's first batter to face. First pitch is a breaker down in the dirt. A lot of curveballs from Blair. Another breaking ball there, misses low again. So Blair goes 2-0 now to Robertson, who is, looks like currently they're playing first base. 3-0 as fastball misses low.
3 balls and no strikes as Robertson leads off here in the 5th.
Nope. Already got an out.
Oh, we got an out.
First pitch fly out to
Richardson
right field.
with an out,
Yep.
okay. So the 3-0 pitch is taken for a strike, 3-1. But this is Robertson, who is perfect for the evening. Single and was hit by a pitch.
As that
Ball
breaker
4.
Missed outside.
Which we didn't know about the hit by pitch because that was the inning that we muted ourselves.
Yep.
So a single, a hit by pitch, and now a walk.
I better check and make sure we're hot. Oh, yeah, we're good. Okay.
Green now steps to the plate, the second baseman for the Timberwolves. Green reached on a fielder's choice, struck out, but he was the young man that was caught stealing at third base to make the 3rd out of the 2nd inning or the 1st inning where they had some rally going.
That's a high fly ball there. And
ball is popped up. Stevens turns around, fights to win. A good job there at third base by Stevens, staying with that ball, and that circled around a bunch.
That's what you call screwing yourself into the dirt there. Stevens he took off kind of out to left field, and then he did a little pirouette and came back in and made the catch as the ball started drifting away from him. So good play there. 2 outs.
Absolutely, 2 outs now. As the designated hitter, Wall steps to the plate. Fielder's choice drove in a run and walked, so he is 1 for 2 with an RBI. Drove in the third run of the ball game. It's a ground ball. Shortstop Newton fields it. Throw over in time for the out.
Good
High
inning.
chopper over the mound. Good job by Newton charging that. Makes the play 6-3 for out number 3. No runs, no hits. They'll leave a runner on base. Panther baseball will continue here in just a moment.
Right now at Chevrolet's 3-time Dealer of the Year, North Park Chevrolet. Get $15,000 off MSRP and 1.9% financing on new Silverado 1500 trucks, plus $2,250 in trade assistance cash, and $7,000 off MSRP on new Blazers. Lease a new Equinox for $299 with 0 down, or buy for $23,999. Get 2.1% financing on all new Traverses. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dotson House Moving and Construction Company. Panthers will send to the plate 7, 8, and 9, Marty Krieger and Rips. Ryan Marty has reached safely both times as he has walked twice and he scored the only run of the game for the Panthers. So he is 0-4 with a run scored. And Jeff, I do want to thank Smithson Valley that's hosting this best of 3 second round. We did not have to bring a table or chairs. They furnished us a table and chairs and a place to set up right down the third base line.
Yep.
Because as y'all know, we were denied the rights to video, so it is audio only. So the video guys are from Cedar Park, and they are up in the press box, so I want to thank the Smithson Valley people for setting us up right here.
And they are part of the NFHS network, and that's why they were awarded the game. So I did have somebody asking me, well, y'all did the girls' second-round game. Yeah, we did. But Leander didn't have a crew that usually covers them that was a member of NFHS.
First pitch to Marty's high, ball 1. And explain to him what
National Federation High School is a broadcast company that the UIL has partnered with. It's actually called Sports in Action, but they broadcast over the NFHS network. So Sports in Action is who kind of controls all the UIL broadcasting rights.
So the 2-0 pitch, strike call, 2-1.
Yeah, and they've tried to get us to be members since they started that 2 years ago.
But if we do, then it's a pay-per-view.
It's a pay-per-view
that is why
every broadcast.
That is why I thank the sponsors and patronize them, because if not this broadcast, this wouldn't even be happening.
Yeah, and I have a hard time saying that, we're going to go out and get advertisers, and advertisers are going to pay for this, and then the fans have to pay to watch it. It's kind of...
So Marty fouls off the 2-1 pitch. It's evened up at 2-2. Is Schneider back out there for his second inning of work? Breaking pitch down in the dirt, filled up.
But it is the UIL, and we all know what the UIL is about.
Not about Bruce Almighty Dollar.
The Almighty.
So the payoff pitch from Schneider to Marty. Schneider backs off the back of the rubber. Marty steps back in. Payoff pitch, that's lifted in the right field. Right fielder coming in hard. Makes the catch on the run is Kalishaw. So F9, if you're scoring at home, for the first out in the 6th.
And Maury, you're in a spot now where you start counting outs.
Jaden Krieger now steps to the plate. Jaden led off the game with a double, and the Panthers stranded runners at second and third in that second inning. So he is 1 for 2 with a double. First time he's seen Schneider tonight. He takes that pitch across the letters for ball 1, 1-0. 1-0 pitch. And Jeff, that time, the couple of high strikes that he was calling earlier in the game.
Now he's not calling.
Didn't call him.
Well, different pitcher, so his strike zone got different, and that should never be the way.
2-0 pitch, a good rip by Krieger, but just over the top of it, 2-1. Looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter on deck for the Panthers. Ground ball to the shortstop. Shortstop hedges over to throw in time to get Krieger at first. 6-3 for out number 2 in the inning. As going to have a lefty in the lineup now for the Panthers. He will bat for Gavin Rips. Gavin was 0 for 1. Colston Vargas now steps to the plate for the Panthers. Vargas will bat from the left side.
I believe this
is it Pargas? Right,
it's Pargas. It's Pargas, and
yes.
I believe he is another senior. He's batting from the left-hand side.
We talked to his dad on the way in.
Yep, I think he is a senior.
So Pargas steps to the plate with 2 outs. Batting for Gavin Rips. Rips had popped up to the catcher and reached on a walk, and that was to ending the Panthers loaded but could not score a run, or did score 1 run out of it. On a Dusty Davis ground out. Ball 2-0.
Well,
and see, left-handed batter Jeff, those look like the same spot.
Well,
I don't know.
The Panthers have done a good job of getting ahead in the count, but they just haven't capitalized.
2-0 pitch, 3-0
against this young man. And you are down to 4 outs in the game. You got to start getting base runners here.
So Pargas should be taken all the way on this 3-0 pitch. Takes it for a strike. Nothing wrong with that. 3-1. Now you got to be selective here. If it's not something you like, you need base runners.
Well, you're still looking for a hitter's pitch.
3-1.
He had one there.
Miss. Yep, that was a good pitch by Schneider.
That was a good pitch to hit, too. Out over the plate. Little high, maybe, but looked like Pargas tried to poke it out into left field.
Full count pitch. Outside off the plate. So a 2-out walk issued to Pargas.
How you like those? Softball, we always talk about getting those corners. He ain't giving any corners either way.
So as Rips will go back in now and run for Pargas.
Now this is the other Rips, isn't it? Number 2?
Yes.
Yeah. This is Gavin,
yep.
So he's re-entering.
Yeah, he's just re-entering. As Dusty Davis steps to the plate now. Dusty is 2 for 3 with the lone RBI for the Panthers thus far.
And I believe Dusty Davis finished out that game 1 today. He pitched, I believe, the 6th and the 6th inning anyway.
Snap throw over, Rips back in.
Now,
first time Schneider has to work from
I know you don't
stretch.
You don't give up outs here, but you got to get that runner in scoring position, top of the order. So Rips, why else would you sub him out here, put him back in there? He may be in motion here, try to swipe a base. You do have the top of the order.
Ball 1-0. Now we'll see how Schneider reacts now as he has to work from a windup for the first time this evening. Righty-righty matchup. Davis takes that pitch low and outside.
Well, I'm not stealing now on a 2-0 count.
Two-one. Ground ball to the shortstop. Shortstop takes it himself to do the shortstop for the putout. Fielder's choice for Davis. Rips is retired, 6 unassisted for out number 3. For the Panthers in that inning, no runs, no hits. They'll leave a runner on base. We're through 5.5. Panthers still trailing 3-1. Panther baseball will continue here in just a moment.
Dodson House Moving and Construction is a 4th-generation company operated by the same family for over 75 years. We do turnkey work from moving your structure, setting the foundation, and all your construction needs. Aluminum decking, concrete work, canopies, and any other need to make your project operational. From moving to construction, large or small, Dodson House Moving and Construction does it all. 939 Southwest Loop 410 in San Antonio. Give us a call at 210-628-1459.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dotson House Moving and Construction Company.
Let me give you another UIL reader, Maury.
Okay.
Don't miss the final UIL state event of the year, the 2024 State Baseball Tournament, taking place Wednesday, June 5th through Saturday, June 8th. These games will be played at Del Diamond and Round Rock, with Conference 4A games taking place at the historic Dish Falk Field at the University of Texas Austin campus. For schedule, spectator, and ticket information, please visit uiltexas.org/baseball. Again, that's uiltexas.org/baseball.
Kalishaw steps in for Cedar Park in the bottom of the sixth. 7, 8, and 9. Kalishaw is 0 for 2. A fly out to the right fielder and then a ground out. Takes that first pitch for a strike, 0 and 1. Second pitch, another strike across the letters, 0 and 2.
Yeah. Now, normally a pitcher like J.D. Blair that comes in and throws a lot of junk, you can use him usually one time through the lineup before the other team picks up on it. And they are one time through the lineup seeing Blair now.
Ground ball, shortstop tries to backhand it, but it's off the glove, Jeff, and that would have been a hard play for Newton. That's going to be an infield single.
Yep.
For Kalishaw. As Schneider will step to the plate now. Schneider came in relief of O'Malley, pitcher for pitcher, so he's going to bat in the number 8 spot.
They'll be bunting here, I'm sure, try to get that runner into scoring position, get an extra run on the board.
Get another insurance
run. Let me talk to you, Maury, and the fans about the Magnolia filling station.
Banana nut bread.
There you go. There it is. He did square. And
pulls it back, takes it for a strike.
Which was a questionable call there again, as the Cedar Park fans are like, what the heck? But Magnolia Filling Station features a daily dark roast and a Fiorella blend medium roast drip coffee, lattes, iced lattes, cold brews, chai lattes, mochas, teas, and lemonades.
Squares around the bunt is Schneider, but he bunts that one foul. Going to be down in the count, 0-2.
Daily made from scratch pastries, muffins, cookies, cupcakes, and Maury's favorite, the banana bread with a latte. Just to name a few. A variety of sandwiches to include ham, turkey, Italian, and pimento cheese, protein lunch boxes, English muffin breakfast sandwiches, and fresh fruit parfaits.
Snap throw over to first, not in time. That's Kalishaw back in.
Sit outside under the patio and enjoy the historic downtown Castroville atmosphere, or sit inside and visit with the friendly baristas and locals. Located at 1101 Fiorella Street in downtown Castroville.
0-2 pitch is lined out to the center fielder for out number 1 as Rips tracks that one down. F8 for the first out in the 6th.
And Maury, I will be there in the morning. I'm going to Magnolia Filling Station in the morning to have some coffee with the locals.
Going to have banana bread?
I'm not a banana nut fan. Let's see what they do. If they have pumpkin bread, I may have a slice of pumpkin bread. I love pumpkin bread.
I'm not sure. Galindo now steps to the plate. Galindo walked and popped up to Stevens at third. That's when Stevens made that great play. Now he's going to get to make another one, but the wind is going to blow that one into the screen. Not because of a lack of effort for Stevens. He just ran out of room.
Yeah.
0-1 is the count now to Galindo. Wonder if their pimento cheese is as famous as the pimento cheese at the Masters Golf Tournament.
I don't know. Maybe it can get there.
Swing and a miss, the throw down. Got him!
Oh, wow.
And it sure looked like that tag might have been a little late, as that drew some jeers from the Cedar Park fans. but a good throw down there by Stevens.
Absolutely. It races him.
That's going to retire Calishaw.
And that
caught
was
stealing.
that was a strike as the batter tried to protect him.
Yes, he did.
He swung at a pitch that probably wasn't a strike. So you got 0-2 now with 2 outs.
2-6 for the caught stealing. That's 2 caught stealings for the Panther catchers.
That fastball misses away.
That misses outside. Count moves to 1 ball and 2
But that's
strikes.
okay. When your fastball is not, 90-plus miles an hour and you're not going to blow it by people, show it off the plate. Show it inside. Come back with your breaker. There he does.
Ball is low, 2-2.
Good job of pitching there as he came back with that breaker in the dirt, and batter did not offer at it.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Panthers trail by 2, 3-1 here in the bottom of the 6th. Breaking pitch, just taken outside and high. Fills it up.
Yeah, you almost have to come back with your fastball now. He's thrown his breaker a couple times in a row now. He's missed with it. But it's what you feel as a pitcher. What is your 3-2 pitch? Best pitch right now. It's the breaker.
Ball caught him out the front foot. Right fielder Ramirez camps under it and makes the play. F9 for out number 3. Panthers need a little work to do. No runs on 1 hit. They will not leave a runner after 6 complete. Panthers trail 3-1 down to their last 3 outs when Panther baseball continues here in just a moment.
Have you ever been in a car accident? Was your car taken to a body shop or maybe an impound yard? Perhaps a major repair that's too costly. Even if this happened 2 years ago, Lone Star Towing is interested in buying all junk, wrecked, and abandoned vehicles. The process of getting you paid and that vehicle out of there is quick and easy. Call Lone Star Towing today at 210-777-0585.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dotson House Moving and Construction Company. Jeff, Panthers down to their final 3 outs, possibly of the season, if they cannot produce 2 runs here and extend this ball game.
Yeah, and not to go unnoticed here, Maury, is the job that J.D. Blair has done, possibly pitching and playing in the final innings of his high school career. He's called in to slow down this high-powered offense, and he's done a heck of a job. So hopefully he can go back out and pitch the 7th and get the win.
Well, and Jeff, not that Magladangers did a bad job for the Panthers. He made four errors behind him in that first inning. He gave up 2 unearned runs. The only one that was earned was the leadoff triple.
The first one.
The first hit of the ball game.
Who did score on an error, but it was a fielder's choice.
Yeah, and it would have scored regardless. That's why. But every run after that was unearned.
Right.
So Schneider back in the circle as O'Malley's the pitcher of record right now for the Timberwolves. Wesley Stevens steps to the plate. Stevens has had a perfect night tonight, Jeff. A sacrifice and 2 walks. Takes that pitch for a strike.
It may have been the best fastball he's thrown.
Yep. So he has no official at-bats, but has been on safely twice. The 0-1 pitch to the right-handed batter. That's fouled back.
Wow.
And that Schneider has kind of a funky
He's got
pitch.
a funky delivery, but
takes his windup and then he kind of pauses a little bit when he gets sideways before he delivers home.
But then he brings it.
But
it's
then
a
he's got
fastball,
good extension.
But it's not an overpowering fastball, and it just looks like he's got the Panthers tongue-tied right now.
The 0-2 pitch. That's a ground ball. Foul off the foot of Stevens. No balls and 2 strikes.
I mean, that's 3 fastballs in a row. You got to be looking for that breaker here. At any point, foul off the fastball, look for the breaker, punch it out in the right field, and give your team a chance. There it is.
But it's way high and outside, 1-2. But that's the pitch you need to throw.
Yeah, absolutely. And he threw it high, so wouldn't be surprised if he comes back again with it and tries to hit it low.
And the 1-2 pitch.
There it is.
That one stays up, 2-2.
Yep. So 2 in a row, but 2-2 count now. He's going to come back with a fastball. Sit dead red. Try to drive something out into the outfield.
2-1 pitch. Check swing, backs him off. No go. Full count.
Yep.
After falling behind 0-2, Stevens has battled back to fill up the count.
Yeah, Stevens had the same idea. He knew that fastball was coming, and he was already swinging before it left his hand, and he did a good job of holding back.
Payoff pitch. Ball is lifted in the infield, but will it stay in play? It's going to be driven foul, but the first baseman has room in foul ball territory to make the play. F3 for out number 1 in the inning. Panthers down to their last 2 outs. Manny Ramirez steps to the plate. Ramirez popped up to the third baseman, flew out to the right fielder, and a strikeout victim, so he is 0 for 3 in this contest. Snyder delivers that breaking pitch high. Ball 1, 1-0. Pitch. Ground ball to first baseman. First baseman flips it over, and the pitcher misses it. So an error, and Panthers have a base runner they needed. That's going to be E1. That's going to be an error on the pitcher.
Yeah, you got to give the error to the pitcher there because that toss was right to him, and it looks like he took his eye off of it to find the base. And that's one of those drills you work every practice.
Got a pinch runner now for Ramirez, as Warren Stevens now steps to the plate. Warren's a strikeout, a single, and a strikeout, so he is 1 for 3. I'm not sure who that pinch runner is. He's wearing number 3 for the Panthers, but I do not have the full roster. So the tying run is at the plate in Warren Stevens. First pitch is high, ball 1. And Jeff did.
That's Noah Gavadil.
Noah Gavadil
yep.
is the pinch runner at first. That's a strike called. 1-1. And Jeff, I don't think the first baseman could have.
No, he couldn't. No,
he had to pitch
that's
to
the right
the pitcher.
play, but the pitcher took his eye off of it and just glanced off his glove.
1-1 pitch is high, 2-1. And I think he got his steps down. I think he was catching him off step and tried to find out where the bag was on the throw.
You're taught to run to the line and then up the line. So, you know, and it looked more like he was taking a direct angle.
2-1 pitch, that bounces in. Gallaudet will move to second base.
Well, pitcher's feeling a little heat right now, Maury. Got a right arm in the bullpen for the T-Wolves right now. You know, stressing base runners does a lot to an individual that's standing up there on that 36-inch high bump. Is it 36 inches?
I don't know. So the catcher, Gomez, goes out and visits his battery mate. Stevens will step back in with a 3-1 count. Panthers not going home quietly this evening. Tying run is at the plate. Snyder settles at the belt. Pitch is high, ball 4. So an error and a walk. Runners at first and second.
It's funny, I'm looking over at the Cedar Park dugout, and all the players that are over there on the bench, they all turn their head after that pitch, and they all look down at the head coach.
We're going to have a courtesy runner for the catcher. Batting now is the relief pitcher for the Panthers. Started out as the catcher, J.D. Blair. Blair grounded out to the shortstop, popped up to the flew out to the center fielder, and then a strikeout victim. So he is 0 for 3, but represents the go-ahead run here.
Absolutely, and you know, you these are the moments that you grow up dreaming about. You know, you're in the top of the 7th inning. You're down 2 runs. You got 2 runners on. Of course, you'd like a 3-run home run here, but with the wind blowing in the way it is, you know,
station to station.
You're looking for a nice base hit to extend this game and give your. Here we go. Cedar Park coach is now coming out. He was giving his pitcher a little bit more opportunity to throw in the bullpen, and looks like he's going to be making a double switch here possibly. He's going to the home plate umpire. So,
well, and I didn't get the young man who came in, and that was Magadil.
No, Gavadil. That's Gavadil.
Gavadil is at second, but who's
second?
the runner at first that came in to pinch run, courtesy run for the catcher?
It was number 12.
Stevens. I'm not sure what number it was.
Did you? I think you said number 12. Did you not?
Well, I don't know if he's changing anything right now.
Oh, he was just giving his catcher an opportunity to go out there. He's checking his lineup. That's pretty smart. Doesn't use up a trip. And he sends his catcher out to talk to the pitcher, and he just talks to the umpire and checks his lineup.
So Blair will step to the plate as the go-ahead run here in the top of the 7th. Runners at first and second with one out. Schneider working from the stretch. Righty versus righty matchup. That's a shot into center field, but right at the center fielder as Blair hit that ball, Jeff. One of the hardest balls hit tonight, but right at him.
He didn't have to take a step either way. Stood there.
Michael Newton now steps to the plate for, got a pinch hitter. Number 18.
Justin somebody. Chad. Justin who? Mayan? Justin Mayan. Justin Mayan's the pinch hitter.
He represents the go-ahead run here for the Panthers. Schneider will work again from the stretch with runners at first and second. First pitch, breaking pitch, down in the dirt. Good job by Gomez, Jeff.
Yeah, good job.
If he lets that go, you have your tying run at second base, and a base hit could tie it.
Pitch, and you got both runners in scoring position. So good job by the catcher. Pitcher's he's gonna be throwing fastballs. So
the 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss, evens the count at 1-1. Pitch right across the letters.
And he was kind of behind that one too.
So 1-1, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Panthers trail 3-1 here in the top of the 7th. Ground ball, second baseman fields it, throw over to second in time. Fielder's choice for the pinch hitter, but gonna be retired. 4-6 for the third out of the inning, and that is going to be the ball game as the Panthers lose the second game 3-1 as Cedar Park will advance to round 3. Panthers finish the season in the second round with a 0-2 loss to Cedar Park. Panther baseball will continue here in just a moment.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Dodson House Moving and Construction is a 4th-generation company operated by the same family for over 75 years. We do turnkey work from moving your structure, setting the foundation, and all your construction needs. Aluminum decking, concrete work, canopies, and any other need to make your project operational. From moving to construction, large or small, Dodson House Moving and Construction does it all. Located at 12939 Southwest Loop 410 in San Antonio. Give us a call at 210-628-1459.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dodson House Moving and Construction Company. Jeff, the whole second game, or this second game, all comes down to the first inning where the Panthers gave up 2 unearned runs, and that was the difference in
Yeah.
In the ball game. I mean, both pitchers for both teams.
What happened? There we are. We're back. We're back.
But as I was saying, both pitchers for both teams pitched good. It was just the defense that kind of let the Panthers down in that first inning. 3 errors.
Yeah.
And 2 unearned runs, and there's the difference in the ball game as the Panthers fall to Cedar Park for the second year in a row in the second round.
Yeah, and gosh, you hate to lose 3-1 games the way you lost, especially the way you lost tonight.
And you leave 10 runners.
10 runners left on base, and and you had opportunities, and you had opportunities early.
Yeah.
And you didn't capitalize early, and that's the name of the game, and the season comes to an end. And Maury, not only that, the athletic season for the Medina Valley High School is over.
Next time you'll hear either one of us will be in the fall when football season resumes.
In 6A.
Welcome
to 6A, everybody. Volleyball will kick off, and then football will follow suit, and we'll be in the largest classification in the state of Texas.
And
didn't think that would happen.
No, but this is a good thing that can come from that. You have new people tuning in, new people listening that can patronize your sponsors, and if you do want to be part of Medina Valley Broadcast Network, and we mentioned why it's important, situations like this where you're not able to have the audio, the video, you can still have the audio, and not have to pay for it. So that's a good sign.
Yeah,
so
and we want to keep it that way.
Yeah, and there's plenty of time to sign up for the upcoming season. You have 4 months that you can,
4 months to think about it.
Yeah,
and we will. And let me tell you, Maury, moving into next season, we're going to have a lot of visitors because we're going to have some nice long trips, and I'm sure not everybody's going to go. So our viewership is going to jump tremendously next year.
Yeah, because the schedule has already come out of what the away games are. Am I correct?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we'll have 4 or 5 games to the border where we'll go to Laredo, Del Rio, and think maybe Eagle Pass. But we will be taking 4 or 5 trips down to the border. So be thinking about it. If you want to be a part of the exciting jump into 6A, be on the lookout for us. Follow us on Facebook. We're going to take a couple of months off right now. Maury, let's talk about baseball for a minute. Congratulations to the seniors. And we said earlier that there's about 15 seniors. At least 3 of them that we know of are going on to play, take their talents to the college level and continue their careers.
And good luck to those.
And best of luck. And I wish we had a list of all the seniors. But, the ones that we do know, Dusty Davis, Wesley Stevens, Manny Ramirez, Warren Stevens, J.D. Blair, Ryan Marty, Jaden Krieger, Gavin Rips, Gavadil, I believe, is a senior. Starting pitcher tonight, I believe, was a senior. I mean, there's going to be a whole bunch of turnover this next year in the program as they go to 6A. But you always got to look back at your seniors and say thank you for what you did this year, and thank you for getting us to where you got us. And once a Panther, always a Panther, Maury. Don't we always say that? And
I am.
We welcome you back, and we always wish that in the future that those of you that have students or athletes that are moving on, shoot us some messages every so often and let us know how they're doing. We do know that we've still got some football players out there. We've got some softball players out there. We've got a couple softball players that play over at Shriner. We've got some athletes out there that still have.
Got some baseball players out there, too.
Yeah, we got some baseball players out there, too. But unless you guys let us know about it, we don't know anything about it, and we'd like to recognize them. So good luck. Congratulations to them. And, Maury, thank you for being the voice of Panther softball again this year and helping with football and all the sports in between.
Basketball, volleyball.
Thanks to Jared Lucky. I know we're hearing less and less of Jared, but that's what happens when you start a family. Jared's got commitments.
And he does what he can do.
He does what he can do, and we appreciate Jared Lucky.
Want to thank him and Dwayne
Garza, Johnny Guzman
for carrying the torch, and
Marcus Fuentes
and Ryla
John Fuentes, who, by the way, is a 5th grader, I believe, and she stepped in and did a heck of a job for us running the board. So thanks to everybody
that is pitched in.
Yep, thanks to everybody for making this broadcast season possible once again, and we're looking forward to the 24-25 season. Hope everybody will tune in. Maury?
I just want to thank all the sponsors because without them that is possible. I want to thank Jeff for allowing me to do something that I really enjoy and love, and I wouldn't have it any other way because the kids just bring out the best of me. So I want to thank you again. I want to wish everybody a safe trip home. I want to wish everybody a good summer. I want to wish Cedar Park.
Wish them luck.
Wish them luck in their remaining march to maybe a state championship. And Jeff, want to wish all the prom goers tomorrow.
Oh yeah, safe
trip.
We're having
a good time.
Prom party at my house.
We had a lot of we have 5 of the young ladies ride with us.
Yeah, 5 of them in the car going home. So I wish everybody.
It might not be a quiet trip home,
it may not be.
Anyways, so for Jeff Stivers, I'm Maury Stein saying good night and God bless.